we're continuing with our read aloud about trees, and this one's going to really be a very good story. It's called My Leaf Book, and it's written by a very famous author, Monica Wellington. Now, Monica Wellington has written other books that you'll see throughout the year, but I like the way that she did this book. You'll learn how to make a leaf book actually out of many, many different leaves. We used to be at Schubert and we used to have a lot of playground and a lot of trees. And we had an opportunity to go outside so many times to pick up seeds, to pick up leaves, and create our own leaf book. Now that we're at Grand Avenue, it's a little different because there's a lot of construction outside, but we will try to get some leaves, some way, somehow, and some seeds. But maybe in your community, maybe where you live, maybe in your backyard or in your front yard, you might have some leaves and seeds. That's something that you need to bring from home. All right? So here we go. So many trees, so many leaves. When the trees change colors, autumn is here. And I go to the park to see how many different leaves I can find. Leaves are falling from the trees. I want to collect as many as I can. I catch my first one. I am going to start a leaf book. Now look at this leaf that looks like a triangle, but looks more like a funnel. But it's not either. All right, let's look at this one carefully. And let's see what it is. Let me see if I can help with the lighting here. No. Let's see if this one, no. We're going to have to fight with the light here. All right, here is my book. Here is my tree guide. And here is the leaf. It is the shape of a fan. I use my tree guide to look for a match, and I find it. Ginkgo leaf. So the one that looks like a fan is a ginkgo leaf. Let's say that. Ginkgo leaf, ginkgo leaf, ginkgo leaf. Some leaves are still on the trees. Some are on the ground. I gather more leaves for my book. What is this one? Looks like oval. The leaves are very small. But how about this one? Look. This leaf has lots of, stars. So let's go on to detail to each one of them. Well, the one that looks like an oval says this leaf has 5 points. It is shaped like a star. It is, I'm sorry, we're talking about the star one. Yep, sorry. This one starts with this one, the star. This leaf has 5 points. It is shaped like a star. It is from the sweet gum tree. The sweet gum tree. Now, the one that looks like an oval, it says, the honey locust tree has millions of little leaves. So that's this one. So let's go back to this page. And let's look at this one. This is the honey locust leaf. So let's say honey locust, honey locust, honey locust. But this one is the gum tree. Can you say that? Gum tree, gum tree, gum tree. So, the question says, how can you describe the sweet gum leaf? How can you describe it? Remember what the author said. It has 5 points. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it tells you that it has the shape of a Exactly, star. So that's how you'll figure it out. Well, here goes one of the most famous ones that you're going to look for. The wind blows this leaf right into my hand. It is an oak leaf, a small reminder from my book of that big, beautiful tree. So, oak tree, oak tree, oak tree, or oak leaf, oak leaf, oak leaf. Remember, oak's leaves can be orange, it can be red, it can turn brown, and actually starts turning yellow first. So this one is a very diverse tree or leaf that you can find. One of the things that you can do is called rubbing. So that is something that if you're interested, we can do it this week. But we're looking for leaves first that you can make your own collection and we can laminate them. That would be nice, right? Oak leaves are strong. They are good for my art projects. I make leaf rubbings in my colors. In many colors, I'm sorry. So you see, these are leaf rubbings. So she took this one, put it under the page, and she rubbed it, and then it came out with the color that she wanted to put on the leaf. You see, it looks like brown, has a little orange, and some of them have like a purple red kind of color. I make oak leaf prints for my book, and it shows you here how she makes them with her paint. Question about oak. Have you ever made leaf rubbing? This is what it looks like when you do leaf rubbing. Have you ever done one? Would you like to do one? Well, you're going to need some leaves. Not a little bit, a lot more. Well, let's continue. Trees have different shapes and different barks too. Look at this one. Very interesting, right? So many trees, so many leaves, so many colors too. Look at this rainbow of colors. Here are leaves of red and violet and orange. What kind are they? So many clues to help me. And these are the other ones that you will see. These look like the ones that you're doing for the letter T in the symmetry. So let's look at them. Well, I know these. Now I have birch, willow, and cherry leaves to put in my book. I am careful with them because they are getting dry and brittle. So, the birch looks like this. Actually, no. That one is the cherry. This one is the cherry leaf. This one is the willow. And this one is the birch. So let's say them. Birch leaf, birch leaf, birch leaf. Willow leaf, willow leaf, willow leaf. And cherry leaf, cherry leaf, cherry leaf. That means it gives cherries. What color are these leaves? What color are they? Yeah, there's red, yellow, a bit of purple, yep, and orange. Shapes, shapes, so many different shapes. These are like hearts. So there's a tree that has leaves that look like heart shapes. This tree This tree has leaves that are not at all the same shape. Some are like mittens. Look, they look like mittens because they only have 2 holes instead of gloves that have 5. So, I add linden and sassafras leaves to my book. These are sassafras. These are the different ones that look like mittens. But this one is the linden that looks like a heart. Linden. So say linden leaf, linden leaf, linden leaf. And then sassafras, sassafras, sassafras. Wow, that's a lot. How do you describe these leaves? Well, this one has the shape of a heart, and this one has the shape of gloves, which we're not calling them gloves, we're calling them mittens. Well, look at this one. One of my favorites. The days are getting shorter and the air is getting colder. Autumn trees are glowing bright. This one is the most colorful of all. It is a maple tree. So let's say it. Maple leaves, maple leaves, maple leaves. This one is the one that gives you maple. And they all look like this. One of my favorite leaves is the maple leaves. The maple leaves are splendid. Every shade of red and orange I can imagine. That's the colors. Some of them do come out yellow, but it's because they fall before time. It's supposed to be orange and red. My leaf book is full. I have found so many beautiful leaves. Which is my favorite? Well, I don't know, but I'm going to pick maple leaves. What color are maple leaves? What color we said? Red and orange. Very good. And I told you sometimes they do come out yellow. But she said, I love them all. Look, she did all of them in leaf rubbing. That is so beautiful kind of art. What trees will you find around the school? Why do leaves change colors? What leaves do you think you're going to find around the school? That's a very good question. And why do leaves change colors? If you remember, I did say something a few days ago. So, if you have any leaf projects, this is something that the author Monica Wellington left for you to have as an idea. But this is the end of the story, boys and girls. And remember, if you practice and you learn these names, you'll be an expert in being an arborist, because smart is not something you are. Smart is something you get.